Hello, my name is Lucy Hafen, and I'm a special education teacher at a Montessori charter school. And I work with students in grades K through 5 currently. And the classroom that I'm observing is a general education classroom, Montessori, grades 2 and 3 combined. And it is a larger room. It's basically two rooms merged together. And in the middle of those two rooms, there's like 6 feet of wall on either side. And there's a sink behind one of them. And then the other one's just like the teacher's desk on one side and kind of this little nook before you get to the door. So it's a larger room. It has these pockets and in different corners of the room, either constructed by high shelves or low shelves or those walls that are there. And the things about the classroom that were appealing to me, I like the calming background music that is playing in the background during independent work time. I like the opportunities for differentiated seating. There are several individuals seating options in the room for students that need that to be able to focus. And then there's also tables of students that work better when they are together with peers, and so you've got a mix of both options there. And there's also the option to work on a Montessori rug on the carpeted areas. So lots of seating options there. There's 2 adults typically in the room, a teacher and a TA, and that works well because one can be doing a small group lesson while the other is monitoring the rest of the class. So I do like those aspects of the Montessori environment. What I do, I guess there's one more thing I like about it is that each student is working on something that they have chosen that they want to work on that's on their work plan. So each one is doing something different typically. Not everybody's working on the same thing. So that gives a student that struggles with transitions time to be able to finish one thing before they go on to the next thing. So that is very helpful for some of our students with autism. Some things that I don't prefer about this room is that when the TA is gone, it's harder to manage the students who are supposed to be working independently, especially when there are these pockets where there isn't as much of visibility. So that is harder. Students are more prone to get off task, and then there's a longer time before a teacher can circle around to them to remind them to get back to task. The schedule is on the board, but like I asked the TA what, because it was St. Patrick's Day, what special activities are you doing or when are you doing them so that I can make sure that the student is in the room for that. And she didn't know. And they were not listed on the board. So I did not like that. I wanted that to be available information for the staff that's working with SPED students and all students, and also for the students to be aware of that information as well. I think that would be much better. Having those pockets where it's harder to monitor the students, that makes it hard. So that's kind of my take on that. And then my overall impression of the room is complicated because it's Montessori, and there are some things about Montessori that is really nice. Like the walls are generally neutral. There's not a lot of overstimulating clutter in the room. So that is really nice, sensorially speaking. And a lot of times students can work outside and, do a job out there. And that is nice. There's flexibility when they can take their snack a lot of times. It's very autonomy based. And the students are very kind. And there's a lot that goes on in terms of just confidence building, communication, and teaching the students, how to be kind and understanding. And that is really nice. We do have a strong community. But Montessori is not for everyone. And that is certainly true for some of our students with autism, especially ones that require a lot more structure. It is my feeling that there are many autistic students that need a place where they can be loud, or a place to go when they are being unsafe. And that is not how the Montessori environment is built. So that is a challenge. Then, so I think the higher level of need, the harder it is to accommodate. So the problem that I'm seeing with my particular student is that there's a lot of opportunities to lose momentum in terms of the behavior intervention plan and making sure that it's being implemented with fidelity, because there's a lot of people on campus, and then if they don't know what the behavior plan is or know how to do it, then they might inadvertently reward a negative behavior just because they don't know. So it's not an airtight system. There's lots of loopholes where they might be able to circumvent the system. I don't appreciate that. And then even with a one-on-one with them in the general ed setting, it's a challenge to still give them that structure and airtight system to keep them on task and to keep them productive, because there's lots of opportunities to just be distracting other friends, or being distracted by other friends, or just avoiding work. And so not my favorite things about that. So definitely depends. All right, thank you. Bye.